So today what I'm going to show you is how we make our hot dogs. And we haven't had hot dogs in years and years and years, but I finally came across this recipe from Engine 2 in their newer cookbook, and I'll put a link to the recipe and everything below for you to see. And we tried them, and we of course modified the spices, but it is delicious and your kids will never know that they're eating oatmeal. So let me walk you through the ingredients. So what we've got here is, we've got 2 cups of water, and we're going to put them in a saucepan because we're going to bring this to a boil first. Now we've got 2 cups of oats, and this is the organic rolled oats, not the quick oats. And then I've got my spices. We've got nutritional yeast, we've got some flax meal, that's ground up flax. We've got spices, and you can put whatever spices you want, and once again I'm going to put a link to the original recipe and you'll see all the variations. But here I'm going to use a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, some smoked paprika, some no salt seasoning from Costco, and a little bit of Mrs. Dash, and that's basically it. And then we've got here, I've got some whole grain buns. Now for the casing, we're going to use rice, brown rice spring roll wraps, and I get these at Whole Foods. These are the brown rice, but you can also use the white rice. I've done it with both, and I think the brown rice tastes better. And you're going to need some bowls and a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, because we're not going to fry these, we're going to bake them. So let me get this boiling and we'll start mixing. So what I like to do is to mix everything together. And so I'm just going to pour all my ingredients in here and mix them up. I'm only going to use a little bit of onion powder because you don't want it to be too strong. That's about half a teaspoon. And the same thing with the garlic powder. And then a little bit of Mrs. Dash. But go easy on this because it's got a lot of pepper. Some of this. And some smoked paprika. There you go. And I'm going to mix it up. And we're just going to wait for the water to boil. So our water is boiling. And now we're going to take our mixture and just pour it in here. And we're only going to mix it for about 2 minutes, just until it thickens up. Okay, so it's been cooking for about a minute, and you'll notice that when I stir it and I pull it away from the sides, it's kind of stringy. That means that it's cooking. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn off the heat. We're going to cover it for 10 minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. And now what I want to do, you can see it's really thickened up. And so I'm going to put it back into this little bowl here. And I'm going to let it cool for about 5 or 10 minutes, just until I can handle it. So we'll be back. Okay, so now comes the prep part. You're going to need your baking pan. You've got your cooled down mixture. I've got some warm water, and I've got my rice flour sheets here, or my rice sheets, paper. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to submerge it and just let it sit in there just for a few seconds, because it goes fast. And then I'm going to take it out. I'm going to lay it on my board here. And then what you want to do is you want to take a little handful. You want to make it into a nice little hot dog. Put it right there. And then we're going to wrap it, just like you would wrap, you know, wrap anything. We're going to wrap it. I go around, and then I fold in the edge, like that. One more time. And then I just wrap it, just like that. And I'm going to put it on my dish, just like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and do all these the same way. And we should have about 12. Okay, so I rolled them all, and this one had a little accident. It ripped. So we're going to bake this 400 degrees between 25 and 30 minutes. So it's been 25 minutes, and these look perfect. And they are ready to be devoured, and I'm going to show you how we're going to eat them. Okay, so this is what we're going to eat tonight for dinner, and we just like our hot dogs simple. So we've got mustard and ketchup, and then I made a salad right here with Thousand Island dressing, and that's it. Thanks for watching.